You saw your homegirl's birthday post? Jeanette? So go on Instagram real fast, right before you lay down. It'll be a nice little. What is that? $35 is a big one for sure. I said 35 is a big one for sure. I don't think any. The one I haven't seen a lot of the time. So
Not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the handoff, Gainwell. Oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be taken down inside the 15, and to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, they'll try to convert 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, 5, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go. No, not even close, and it's not something. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man here. It's Roberts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On play action. Now Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. These two teams all tied after 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On the run is Gainwell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now a deep ball here, holding just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw.
Boom.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off-play action. Rodgers. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Roberts. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2nd and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Here's Gainwell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a play fake here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jadavian Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Eagles.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be caught at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the counter, it's Gainwell.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rodgers going to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll go again to Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 30 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been? To pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Dillon now off the option. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Rodgers going to try and run, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The utter domination domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this jump. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.